Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Methods of purification. Today we will discuss sublimation and simple distillation. Sublimation is the process of changing directly from a solid phase to the gas phase. In this process, a substance changes from the solid state to the gas state without being converted into liquid state. There are certain substances which can sublime. The examples are iodine, ammonium salts, and naphthalene. These substances can be separated from the other. You can separate these substances from the mixture on the basis of sublimation. For example, if ammonium chloride and sodium chloride are present in a mixture and this mixture is heated as given in the diagram, the ammonium salt changes into gas directly from the solid state, so it sublimes, while the sodium chloride remains in the china dish. So ammonium salt can be separated from the sodium chloride on the basis of sublimation. Some solids or some substances can be separated on the basis of their magnetic properties. Some metals such as iron, nickel and cobalt are magnetic. So on the basis of their magnetic property, these metals can be separated from the mixtures. A magnet can be used to separate a magnetic substance from a non-magnetic substance. For example, you can separate iron from a mixture of iron and sulfur with the help of a magnet. There are different techniques that can be used to separate a liquid from a solution. The most commonly used technique, we can say it is simple distillation. Simple distillation is used to separate a pure solvent from a solution. It means if a solution is given, we can get a pure solvent from the solution with the help of simple distillation. Distillation is the process of boiling a liquid and condensing the vapors. Pure water can be obtained from a salt solution by distillation. A specific apparatus is used for the process of distillation that is shown in the diagram. Different steps are involved in the process of distillation. Number 1, in the distillation flask, the solution boils. Boiling chips are added to ensure smooth boiling. Water vaporizes, rises and enters the condenser. In the condenser, water vapor is cooled. The vapor condenses and changes back into pure water. That pure water is known as distillate. The distillate or the pure water is then collected in the receiver. A conical flask is basically used as a receiver that receives the distillate or pure water. The salt solution which remains in the distillation flask becomes more concentrated as distillation continues. If distillation is allowed to carry on, a solid residue of salt will be left in the flask, as all the water from the salt solution vaporizes and is collected as the distillate. During the setting of distillation apparatus, there are certain procedures which must be noted down. The place of the thermometer, the setting of the condenser, and where the receiver must be placed to collect the distillate. So, number 1, thermometer. The bulb of the thermometer should be placed beside the side arm of the distillation flask. It should not be dipped into the solution that is provided for the separation. This place of the thermometer ensures that the thermometer measures the boiling point of the substance that is being distilled. Second thing is condenser. The condenser should slope downwards. Basically, the condenser consists of two tubes, an inner tube and an outer water jacket. If it slopes downwards, it ensures that the pure solvent formed runs downward into the receiver. It runs from the condenser to the receiver. The receiver is basically a conical flask that collects the distillate. Cold running water is allowed to enter the water jacket of the condenser from the bottom of the condenser, and the water leaves from the top of the condenser. So there is one inlet for water and one outlet for water. The cold water enters and it heats up during the process, and the hot water leaves the condenser from the other side or from the upper side of the jacket. If water enters from the top of the condenser, it will exit the condenser before the water jacket can be completely filled, right? Thus water has to enter the condenser from the bottom. So this is compulsory that water should enter from the bottom of the condenser. And it is important to note down the place from where water is entering and water is going out, because you have to label it sometime in your diagrams. So the water has to enter the condenser from the bottom to ensure that the entire jacket is always completely filled. This provides a more efficient cooling system. So this is the reason why water enters from the lower side of the jacket. Third thing is receiver. If the distillate is volatile, the receiver can be put into a large container filled with ice so that the distillate does not evaporate and it can be stored properly. Okay, this helps to keep the temperature of the distillate low if it is placed in a container filled with ice, right? So this will help to keep the temperature of the distillate low so that it remains in the liquid state. So basically the distillate usually it is collected in liquid state. How does the temperature change as a salt solution undergoes distillation? As a salt solution is heated, its temperature increases. When the solution finally boils, the thermometer records a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature of steam. The temperature remains unchanged until all the water has boiled off. So you can see this process, or you can explain it with the help of a graph, that how the temperature changes as a salt solution undergoes distillation. I hope this video will help you to understand the topics of sublimation and simple distillation. If still there are any questions, you can ask your respective teacher. With the help of the book material and video, solve the given assignments. Thank you.